got some new videos coming to the channel. A tier video for dubstep plugins. Now most of these you will know. Go with what I feel, like a real tier list, you know what I mean? We're gonna start off with OTT. Well, honestly, where do we put this? Always remain in A tier because OTT is not just one of the best fucking plugins you'll ever use. It will make any shit sound that you make in Serum amazing. Like, you could blast 4 of these bad boys and you'll have an amazing sound. I take that back. Talking down on OTT if I put it in A. So we're gonna put it in S. You need to get it. It's free. We're putting Sausage Fattener in here. One of the best old plugins. Like, this plugin's like really old. This plugin has to sit in B. I wouldn't sit it in A because like I don't use it as much as I used to. You can do so much with this. If you don't have the money for Fabfilter stuff, well, bam, just flop this on and anything and you got some fat sounds. I feel like when it comes to dubstep production or like post-processing, it is really hard sometimes to find like a good result or get something to sound really cool when you're trying to post-process it, you know? Ooh, hold on. See what I mean? Honestly, if we played around with it long enough and actually like process it a little better, it'd probably Portal, well, bam. I'm gonna put this honestly in A tier because Portal is a granulizer. Like, it's very hard to find something that is really good and right to the point. Find something that you can get a desired result in like matter of seconds. Well, bam, A tier. Camel Crusher, an obvious plugin in the dubstep realm. Like, everyone knows this, just like the Sausage Fattener and OTT. I'm gonna put this bad boy in C tier just because of like nowadays there's better plugins. Sorry, Camel Crusher. I'll still use Camel Crusher for some like certain textures, you know, on like in deep dub or some shit like that. It's not evolved much. It's not evolved like a Pokemon should. My biased opinion when it comes to Soothe is it's amazing. Have I really used it? Not much. Badclat told me on this. Is it's a great plugin, but you want your sound or whatever you're using Soothe on, you want it to be mostly clean, is what he was telling me. As in like production goes for EQing and processing, it goes in B tier because a lot of people are gonna just slander me on the C. It's a very complex plugin. You know what you're doing when it comes to your mixes? This boy could just be the cherry on top. This video, I was saying this like a dummy and saying it completely wrong. I'm pretty sure it's citrus. If I said it wrong again, I guess I just suck at English. FL plugin, but they sell it. It's like, I think it's like 60 bucks. And honestly, this is a plugin that you should buy. You can make so many background sounds. You can make so many space sounds. Back in the day, it was used for like dubstep. This plugin still, I can create so many unique space sounds and like distant random sounds that are really good, and it creates other stuff it's just amazing. It's just amazing. It's just so freaking amazing that it goes into A tier. So many presets on it. We all knew this was coming. This is obviously getting S tier. This I don't even have to explain it. All I'm gonna say is throw this on any sound like OTT and you have somewhat of a really good sound. Use this much? I used it a bit. Do I like it? It's alright. Like, it's an amazing plugin. There's no doubt about it. Started on Serum years ago, like 6 years ago, and ever since I just been in love. And when it comes to like modular synthesis type stuff where you could like automate stuff within the realm of it, within the plugin, it's like freaking Oreos. You have Oreos and then you have another version of Oreos, and that other version of Oreos is really good but just not as good. And like, it's just a biased opinion, but at the same time I really do feel like Serum does get the job done a lot faster. Serum is a little bit better when it comes to navigation and then just workflow and working around in it. If you don't got money to drop on Serum, well, bam, just get this. I'm gonna put it in B tier because it is free. Alright, now this might be like one of the only plugins that I'm actually going to rate pretty low. Maybe I'm gonna throw this in D, honestly. Only reason I'm gonna say this is because it costs a lot and you can do a lot with Serum and Massive X. And this used to be a really killer plugin for dubstep back in the day. It's a lot easier to get really good results in Serum or Massive X or even Vital here. I think it's just outdated. Though it's really good. You could still use it to get some like good, just random sounds to put in and just kind of like play around. Span. It begins with S and it is an S tier. Span. Yes, free, and it's the most amazing plugin you can honestly use. Like, it's so accurate, and you can like pinpoint a lot of bad frequencies really easy and really fast with this. And it's even got readings down here. It's got readings everywhere. Look at, it's got the RMS, the amount of useful information it gives you on your mixes. Like, I have made shitty mixes into really good mixes with Span over using Ozone products, and that's just saying something. So if you have a bunch of money to drop and you're really serious about sound design, music production in general, Fabfilter is it. Put in an A tier just because the amount of money. It costs so much. It costs so much to get this. A lot. The whole suite. And I would recommend getting the whole suite. Right here, Pro L2 is amazing. Or getting the Fabfilter EQ. Those two are 100% essential. Even the saturator is amazing. A whole bundles to get. But the problem is, it's just so expensive. So we're putting this in A tier. Honestly, I could put it in B tier. But the problem is, Fabfilter is just so far advanced. The plugins are so far advanced. Like, these are the best plugins you'll probably ever use. Massive. Now this one's gonna get me some either some hate, an arrow in the knee for this one, but it had to be done. I don't do anything with it. I really have never used it much, but I think as far as when it comes down to post-processing, Serum is way better. I think when it comes down to post-processing, it hasn't evolved much. They did a little bit with Massive X, but they could have done way more. They could have made it way better, I think, on the interface level. And I think I'm just going to keep it. It's kind of fallen. And I'm going to give it a little bit of a C. I would give it a B. But Vital is honestly better. I would use Vital over Massive. Oh, mostly Valhalla Room. And a couple other ones. But Valhalla, if you don't have this in your dubstep arsenal, you're missing out. You need this. Very niche when it comes, I think, to even just EDM itself. It's definitely an EDM plugin. There's no doubt about it. And when it comes down to dubstep, it makes those build-ups and releases parts in your songs you have releasing with a lot of stuff. You can whop this on a chain and have a bunch of stuff linked in through it and make stuff sound really cool. We're gonna put it in the B tier. It's cool. It literally moves like sausage fattener. I don't know if these plugins are hugely known in the dubstep community. All these plugins are free. All of these plugins are so amazing. When I was first starting out, like 4 years ago, I grabbed this within my first year of production, and these freaking tools changed my life. A lot of their plugins have like meters on them and indications and stuff that it shows you what's going on when you're using it, and it's amazing to use. All these plugins are so amazing. Any one of these plugins is amazing. So I'm gonna toss this bad boy in S tier. I think as far as like when it comes to new production, or even if you're new to production, or if you've been doing it, and as far as dubstep tools and dubstep post-processing, and it's free, it's all free, you don't even need to purchase, like, you wouldn't even need to purchase Fabfilter. You can still kind of get that quality and level. I'm just putting it in S tier. Packs the biggest punch in sound design. You can do so much. All of you know what Serum does. I think it's like, what, $200? Just buy it. Just buy it. Just buy it. Kilohearts plugins, all of their plugins, I think they're amazing. I think for what of everything that it does and all the plugins that are in it, I think even with Phase Plant in this, the competitor to Serum and Vital, I'm gonna have to put it in C tier, because you can get by with not buying this. If you really enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and remember, keep it up, keep on making good music.